If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from SoFi. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Now a play fake. Herbert. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 17 yards.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a handoff to Edwards. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown Chargers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Deep to return is Malik Washington. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Pistol here for Herbert. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Herbert now on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Nowhere to go, he is taken down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man, that's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one finds McConkey. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try and run for the first down with Edwards.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable. The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Mike, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Prescott now. The open man is Tolbert. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. His 50th reception on the season. And he's got a first down to go with it. Prescott. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll throw again. Dak. That is caught at the 3. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They motion the slot man left. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
It's the score. Chargers 14, Cowboys 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. That one complete to McConkey. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Charger first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Slot receiver headed right. Herbert now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
From the gun, give to Edwards. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Herbert. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Second down, Prescott. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and 5. Receiver in motion, going right. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Pistol here for Herbert. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, LA. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Prescott on first down. That's down the field for Lamb. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Herbert. Yards right away to kick off this drive.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll run the toss here with Edwards. And tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Chargers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will go up by 7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, it's Dak. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Chargers 29, Cowboys 22.
That is Ferguson in motion. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's taken in. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Again, it's Edwards. Ooh. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, L.A.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Running left is Edwards. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll get about 5. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They run once more with Edwards. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's a third down and 4. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. Here's the spike, but it's too late. The clock shows triple zeros, and time will expire. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans, black,